All right, for your 1.4 Crush the Bug activities, it will be several kind of mini projects in a sense. This is where I left off in the last video, and so I wanted to show you exactly how to get to those programs that you will be debugging. So first off, your textbook here gives you the debugging steps. So of course, check your hardware, review any comments that you see and the algorithms that are provided, do a code tracing chart, test what's happening, figure out what the bug is, and of course, crush the bug, which means fix it. So here's your assignments. It says, now put your detective skills to work to debug a program that's not operating correctly. Obviously, we're not going to be in teams because we're not here, but I am going to have you do several, not all of them, but several of these, and I will send them in separate assignments. So it might seem like a lot coming through teams, but they will be in separate assignments. Make your life easier, make my life easier to know which ones you have gotten done. I did not separate them during the first 9 weeks, and it ended up being kind of a mess. So it's just easier if I separate them. So if it looks like you have I'm just throwing a number out there. If it looks like you have 10 assignments, don't freak out. It's just small, like mini assignments. Okay, so here's what you're gonna do to import your program. All of the programs that you're gonna need, I'm gonna scroll all the way back to the top. All of the programs you need are right here at the very top of section 1.4 where it says resources, and you can see all those links. So yeah, they get creative, and since these are debugging programs, they pretty much named them all with bug names. I think it's very funny. So here's what you're going to do. So I'm going to show you how to import the program so that you can test it out, do your code tracing chart, and fix it. So here's the first one, dragonflies. I'm going to tap where it says dragonflies, and this will come up. You want to hit download. Okay, you should get a little arrow that says it worked for you. And now here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to the microbit website. So all you have to do there is tap on it and download. Now you're going to go to the microbit website, and we need to import that program. So on the home page of the microbit, makecode.microbit.org website, over to the right in gray, there's an import rectangle. Tap on where it says import. We're going to import a file. We're going to choose the file, and I think we just hit browse. Of course, let's browse. I'm going to hit browse again. Somewhere, let's try downloads. Here we go. And Dragonfly should be there. Those are my older ones. Where's the one from today? Right there. I see. It gives you timestamps. Obviously, you can see I've done this many times for other classes. So yours probably will not look this complicated. So I'm going to choose the Dragonflies. And then it will say it's there. And then just hit go ahead. And you give it a second. And there you go. The code popped up for you. So that's what the code is. So you notice there are little comment boxes. Remember, you need to tap on those to see what is supposed to be happening. I'm going to try to do it if it will let me. There we go. You can drag your comment box to be bigger. A lot of people don't know this. So in the bottom right corner, you can grab, and sometimes it's not the easiest on the iPad. It's so much easier on the computer. You can grab that corner, if it will work for me. And it's hilarious. Make it bigger so you can see what's happening. Try again. There we go. So it might take a few tries on the iPad, but it will tell you what is supposed to be happening. And again, you need to read all of those comments. There's not just one comment on here. Read all of those comments, figure out the bug, do a code tracing chart, and then fix the problems. So some of them are pretty simple fixes. Some of them you're going to have to think about a little bit more. But I'm going to go back to your textbook. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 total. I'm probably going to have you do maybe like 5, maybe 6 of them. So again, you don't have to do all of them, but I will send them as individual assignments. So for example, the assignment might say, debug dragonflies debugging. So that means you would do that one with the dragonflies and so on. So that's what your goal will be. You're going to debug all of those programs. I'm going to scroll back to the bottom. And then, of course, there will be 2 questions to answer as well, and I will probably just make those a separate assignment as well. So again, you're going to get a bunch of small assignments individually so that, let me go back to, so that when you do code tracing, so what happened in the first 9 weeks is some people were doing the code tracing, which is, of course, fine, but they were doing it for the wrong program. And so, like, on my end, it looked like they did the code tracing for dragonflies on the assignment that was titled fire ants. So it was just really a big mess. So that's why I'm going to send them to you individually so we don't have to worry about that mess happening. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to debug a bunch of programs. And again, don't forget to do the code tracing chart. That is one of the main things of this entire assignment.